So I was on my phone today and I came across something interesting that sort of inspired me to make this video today. And that thing was something called The Man in the Cave. And what The Man in the Cave is it's a story that's meant to, it's not a story really, it's a made up scenario that's meant to inspire you to use your time wisely and push harder than you think you can. Because I think in reality, a lot of us claim that we're working hard towards our goals and pursuing our dreams, but we're not actually doing it to the best of our ability. And we're doing maybe 50% of what we could be doing. You know, like we're nowhere near our capacity for how hard we can work every single day. And so the man in the cave is essentially a version of yourself who lives in a dark cave, isolated from any society or anything, and he spends every waking moment training to become more powerful, more dangerous, stronger, faster, better, in the aim of one day leaving that cave and setting out to kill you. Now bear in mind, this man in the cave is another version of you, an alternate version of you, and he's doing nothing but trying to get stronger to then one day leave the cave and come out to kill you. And I want you to imagine that being true, okay? And it ended by making you ask yourself, would you be ready for this man in the cave when he leaves the cave to come and kill you? Now this is actually a very, very powerful scenario to imagine, because it makes you question how hard you're actually working and how much you push every single day. And it sort of makes you take a step back and look at your entire day and pinpoint where exactly you are wasting time, because you don't want to meet this man from the cave underprepared. Like, obviously chances are if he spends every moment working to get stronger, you're probably there's a 99% chance you're not going to be ready. But I think you need to decide, how ready are you? Like, is he going to meet you and annihilate you in one fucking second, like that, you're gone? Or are you going to be able to put up a fight? And that's all down to how hard you work, bro. It's all down to how many hours you put in to becoming better. All right? I was having a conversation with a friend of mine from work today, and he told me that his social life and going out with his friends is a very important part of his life. And he told me that, you know, if he didn't have the ability to go out with his friends and have fun, it would affect him negatively and he wouldn't be the same. And I couldn't help but disagree with him, because I've said this many times before and I'll say it again. I believe that people who do extraordinary things with their lives spend a large amount of time isolated from any of their friends or loved ones. You know, they spend a lot of time, years, sitting by themselves working on getting better, without any outside distractions, without any outside influences, just them and their goal, and that's all they do. You know, I went on to tell my friend from work that if you look at your 24 hours in a day, let's say on average you spend 8 hours sleeping, right? You're down to 16 hours. Let's say you have a day job which you also spend 8 hours a day at. That puts you down to 8 hours left over. Let's say that you need to eat food and go to the gym and shower and go to the toilet, you know, like bodily maintenance. Let's say that's another 4 hours, 3-4 hours, right? Realistically, you probably only have 4 to 5 hours maximum every single day to work on your goals. You know, 4 to 5 hours of free, absolute free time. Now the average person will spend maybe half of that watching TV and the other half of that on their phone, or going out with friends, or just doing things that aren't going to help them reach their goals. Like, realistically, you have about 4 to 5 hours a day. So if you truly want to get somewhere extraordinary, you don't have enough time to do anything but work on your goals. Do you know, like, it's so simple, yet so many people, I think they just reject it. They don't want to accept that they have to sacrifice the majority of their day-to-day activities if they really want to achieve things. Now, I'm by no means taking a dig at my friend from work. He told me that he watches the channel and that my videos have helped him want to become better, and I love that. And I'm not trying to insult the way he lives his life. That's not why I brought him up. But I think it just relates to what I'm talking about. Because if the man in the cave who's done nothing but work on himself to get better, if he's coming to kill you, and you go out every other weekend drinking and smoking with your friends, you're fucked. When the man from the cave comes, you are fucked. There's no way around it. Alright? So think about the man in the cave. Think about how good of a fight you will put up against this man from the cave, who has done nothing but work on himself to get stronger, more powerful, more dangerous. How good of a fight would you put up? Ask yourself that question. And when you realize that he would probably fuck you up, take a look at the things you do on a day-to-day basis. Take a look at the things that you do autonomously, the things you do without thinking. When you sit down after coming home from work, you just automatically sit on the sofa, you automatically pull out your phone, or you automatically turn on the TV. Be real with yourself. Could you replace that with something else? Yeah. The man in the cave is coming to kill you, whether you like it or not. Be ready.